today we have a, I don't even know what brand it is, but pressure washer. I'm assuming it's probably around 27 to 3000 psi. Problem I see so far is that it says recon on it. That's not good. But yeah, you never know. The story behind this is the person I do a little bit of work with purchased it, broken. The guy he purchased it from said that it stopped working. He thought it was the carb, so he did some carb work. Otherwise, that wasn't the problem. Apparently took the filter. And then he discovered it was the coil. Replaced the coil because there was no spark, and gave up because even after he replaced the coil, there still was no spark. So let's see if he did it right. I don't want to say replacing a coil is hard, but if you don't get the gap right, or if you put it on backwards, at the very least it will run poorly, but very well might not run at all. Put it on backwards, you could potentially be out of time. It could be, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 degrees off. So this is, first of all, it's brand new. Second of all, it's cheap. It's one of those CDK ones you get in a kit. It makes me wonder if this is just a new carb too. I haven't even pulled it over, so let's see. Oh, that works. See if there's compression. Oh yeah, there's compression. Oh. What was that? It's like anti-seize. Oh, that's not good at all. Did he put anti-seize on the plug and it just got everywhere? Is that what happened? Let's wipe it off and try it again. Hopefully it didn't get in the piston. I did not touch anything on my center of my finger. Okay, I think that's what happened. He put anti-seize on the plug and it went everywhere. Okay. Well, let's test it out. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe anti-seize got all over the plug. We're on. Let's give her a yank. Well, there's spark. Very weak spark, but there's spark. Oh yeah, theirs is covered in anti-seize. Just take that off. Is there fuel? Bone dry. So it is on. So the fuel is theoretically flowing. Let's look at the oil. Make sure it didn't theoretically flow all into the motor. Brand new oil to the right level, so that's good. Smell like gas. Oops, smells like oil. That's good. Let's try the plug again. Because it was pretty weak before. Oh yeah, it's way better. I think he just seized it with anti-seize. Or fouled it with anti-seize. Because I saw a spark, but it was only a spark going from the plug to the case. Not necessarily in the electrode. Just to give it a good kiss and tightness. Let's try pulling it now. Oh yeah, plenty of compression. Do we just put fuel in and try? Why not? What's the worst that's gonna happen? Turn the fuel off. That seemed like a lot, but actually I put it very slowly. Yeah, there's maybe a 20% full on it. Uh-oh. We have some leaking. It's leaking in the fuel line. I see it. Yeah. Yeah, I think someone didn't put it in all the way. And it's broken right there, if you can see. So I'm gonna get a new fuel line put on there. And that was probably some of the most geriatric fuel line I've had in a long time. But it's done. No more leaks. It's on. Looks like it's good. Let's put you down. And see what happens. Yeah, not a whole lot. Let's try those. That just feels high. Put a real spark plug in there. No. Good old MGK. It's either BPR 5 or 6, yes, I forget. But they're more or less the same. Let's look at that coil. It's kind of odd. Hey, this should be fine. We need what size? There we are. There, but it's weak. Gap seems insanely large. Other than that, it seems like it's on right. Wrong one. Like insanely large. There. On the magnet. Tighten this bad boy down. Technical distance is 10,000ths of an inch, but if you take a thick piece of paper and fold it in half twice, or a business card, it's the same thing. Okay, that's way better. It's like a quarter of what it used to be. Let's see if that fits our element. There. While it's off, I want to check the key. Hopefully it's easy to take this off. And we have kind of hard to tell. I guess there's one easy way to find out. Technically, the piston should be all the way up. Right about here. It is. Yeah, I think it's fine. this doesn't work. Gotta check compression. There's only 2 of them. Don't want to over tighten these, otherwise I'll take the post with it. Next time you take it off, there we go. You know what? Let's go directly to the source. Fuel in the hole. Okay. On. Show this on. Let's see what happens. I don't want to check on now. Wow, that doesn't feel good at all. Let me get the compression tester out. So, after kind of looking into it a little further, I have a sinking suspicion that there is a problem with the rings. I think they put too much anti-seize on the plug. But let's just try it again. What I did is I put a little carb cleaner down it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because when I pull on it, it just, I mean, it feels like it has little to no compression. So, hold us. I suppose there's a good and a bad part about that. One, it's good for the fact that it's not detrimental to the actual engine. If I could find my spark plug. Oh, it's right there. But to clean that, that's gonna be a hard one. To clean that's going to be rough. I would have hopes that it's not that. The timing seems fine, and usually on these types of things you don't really have to worry too much about sheared flywheel keys. We already looked at it anyway. It's just not very common to have a sheared flywheel key on pressure washers, but you know, it can happen. Let me show you. So it's not 100% accurate because it's just the design of this tester, but it's supposed to be around 90 to 110, 100, around there. That's 30. So unfortunately I wasn't very smart. Now I didn't charge my battery on you for a while. So you're blinking. I'm gonna try something. We'll look and see what exactly removes that. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of anything, but I'm gonna put a little oil down there just to see if I can't get something started. And then I'm gonna pull it over, test it again, and we'll see if it increases. So I'm about 99% sure this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna take a shop towel, which, by the way, if you work on small engines, check down the center because you might have spiders down there. Tip. And put it down right there, so it's going to be catching anything that flies out. But maybe spraying some carb cleaner and twisting it over. Not horrible. I'm going to do that for a minute or two. Okay, so I took off the valve cover because I figured I was going to take off the head, and there it is. The belt is off the cam. I'm going to line it up. Basically, what we have to do is to put this on top dead center. On the bottom, you're going to see the two lines. They have to match on either side, like so. You probably can't see that, but that's where you want to have it for top dead center. And then you have to just put the belt on. It's pretty easy. I'm hoping it didn't fall off the other side, though, of the crankshaft. That would suck. It means you would have to take it apart. But I'm going to try to put it on, see if I get lucky. I just want to hammer home what those lines are. They're just like these two little lines, or maybe 1/4 of an inch on each side. Basically, if you were to draw a line completely from one side to another with those, it would match this, the end of the head. So right now, it's going to be a little hard. Sometimes there are markings on there. You'll get lucky if that's the case. This doesn't matter. This is just a pin that can be in any direction. It doesn't really care. But that's going to be why we don't have any compression, because this was in the wrong area. And it was always open. It wasn't moving. So I'm going to, like I said, try to put it back on. It just slips right back on. I'm going to put a screwdriver down the spark plug hole and look at where the magnet is on the... Well, even that won't work. Well, I'll have to just put it in top dead center. It won't really matter. Just put your screwdriver down the plug hole and then make sure it's on the top. You'll feel it wiggle back and forth. It's going to very, very, very top, and that is top dead. And then you just put the belt on. Okay, so I think we got lucky. I put it on and everything seems to be working fine. And like I said, screwdriver down the top. It should kind of stay there for a brief moment, so it's not like it has to be 100% on precise, but for slightest of moments it will stop moving. You want to put it on the very top where that stop moving. And then I just slid it on. It literally just has teeth. It's like a normal belt with a tooth. Now that. So we'll put the compression tester back on there and see if we get any more compression. Well, I'll be put the compression tester on there, got my other drill out because my battery's dying, turned it on for about 2 seconds, and boom, 150. I don't think I've seen one that high. Of course, I probably just got rid of the compression release on the cam, and the belt seems to be fine. So, unfortunately for these, I have a gasket. You just have to take this off with, put some black RTV, just follow the instructions, put it on there pretty moderately thick. Not very thick, just enough to cause it to create a good skin. And you can tell this is pretty thin. You don't want it to glob everywhere and cause another problem. Let it sit there for about 10 minutes, let it get a little tacky, sink it on, or put it on, put the screws on hand tight, let it sit for another 10 minutes, and then sink it down all the way. You should be able to use it pretty shortly after that. I like to wait like an hour, so I'm going to go through that process while you charge. So got everything put back together. I'm just going to put the coil, or not the coil, the cover back on. And give her a yank, see what happens. Put the plug in. Let's see, I only came with 2 screws, so I'll find another one later. And no air filter, but the person that brought this to be fixed if they have the air filter. You don't really want want to tighten these too hard, because if you tighten them too much, there's a post that goes from the top to like the block, and if it's too tight, it'll make it so when you unscrew it, it won't unscrew the nut, it will unscrew the post, so beware. When that happens, this is a level of aggravation you don't want to deal with. So if this does run, expect a lot of smoke, because I did put marble down there, and there is probably still a little bit of anti-seize, and it's been on its side. All things lead to smoke, but who knows? Let's see what happens. I'm not going to leave it on very long either. Let's see, is the fuel on or off? Can never tell. I think that's on. Yeah, I think that's on. Let's see here. Well, it runs. I have this old air filter. I really don't want to have to clean the carb on this one. I mean, I probably will, but let's just see if it needs the air filter to kind of run a little smoother. Yeah, and the fact that it hasn't ran for a while, I need to get a couple things worked out from it and whatnot. So, the oil's good. I'm going to take that air filter out and not give it to him, because that's just a temporary one. He didn't say that it wouldn't create pressure. The guy said that wasn't the problem, so I'm still going to test it, but I'm sure it works just fine. If it doesn't, though, I'll bring it back and we'll fix it. Other than that, I'm going to find another screw to put on that recoil, or not screw, but nut. And the oil's good. It's a brand new spark plug. Yeah, I think that should be about it. So this is how you can determine if it's the, well, I guess it's not even what we thought. Of course, we don't really know, because I got quite a bit of that anti-seize out, and probably still some in there. But I think the main problem is the belt's flipped off. So, I guess that happens. I mean, timing will change it all. So if you like what you see, keep on watching. Definitely subscribe. Put a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. I will see everyone later. If you have any questions, leave them below. Have a good night.